Hello guys, it is Danny here again, and today it's another episode of League Racing in F1 2017 in AOR, the Split 1 League on PC. We are in Malaysia and you are seeing a Haas on your screen, but actually it's not my car, it's my teammate Marcel Kiefer who shows his lap from the quali. He got the pole position, but not with that lap, with a lap he said before that, but I am showing you this because actually if he had not run out of fuel, he would have got the pole even with a bigger advantage over us. But since even after the last corner of this lap, he would have been the fastest of all, so I would like to show you this and not the other one, not the actual pole lap. The reason why I am not showing you my footage for the first time ever in this league is very simple. I don't know what happened and what my brain was doing during that Sunday, but as I forgot to record my Hungarian league race earlier on, I also forgot to push the button in the AOR race, which is the first time happened in the whole season, and I absolutely have no clue why. I realized this problem in the middle of the race, and at least the last few laps, last few battles I have footage from, but as you may have already realized from the title, or you may follow me on Twitter where you already could see the results. Unfortunately, it won't be the best weekend for us. After I have showed you Marcel's fastest lap, whose channel is linked in the description of course, I will use the footage of our fantastic commentators again to just describe you what was going on earlier stages of the race. As you can see, it was rain at the start, and but not heavy rain, so we were okay on intermediate tires. I'm on the right side of your screen, the Haas in the second position, and as usual, unfortunately, I didn't have a great start again. I was not brave enough to go up to the inside line. I could have done that, but I was afraid of cars side by side of me or behind me, so I stayed on the outside and I wanted to brake late, but as you can see, I was pushed to a wider line, so at the very beginning I fell back to P6 or P5 from the second position, which is never a good feeling. But I was not panicking at all. I was quite confident because I knew that I practiced hard that week for the rain, and I had a very stable setup which helped me in the race pace that were lacking a bit maybe earlier on the season, but now I seem to be solving the problems. I just saw cars ahead of me who need to be overtaken. I was 100% confident. At least that would have been my plan. But somehow I got into a battle with David Greco, which was absolutely amazing, and I am very sad that I am not able to showcase it to you. We were side by side for like 2 or 3 laps with each other, and that's why we lost seconds compared to the front runners. At least we enjoyed it, and by the way, if you didn't know who is David Greco, I would like to introduce him in 1 or 2 sentences. He works at Codemasters and he is interested in the creation of the handling model. He is also a racer in real life and he is in connection with Thrustmasters as well. He is a very nice guy. I learned a lot from him during the esports qualies. I'm really grateful to him. But to get back to our racing, as you can see, the track started to dry. Again, I want to highlight that the recording was not going for me, so I don't want to hide any proof from you. I don't want to find any excuses. I would be the happiest on the earth if I could show it to you. But what happens now is a little bit interesting. I went to the pit, and not because I'm stupid strategically speaking. Actually, that time I don't want to lie, but on my screen the track was 90% dry. I had a very small splash from my tires, but I would call it like no splash, and no rain was falling for a lap or 2, and on other weekends I would have been even too late to pit, so I was quite confident of going into the pit that lap. But at the stop no one else came in, and I quickly realized why. The track was not dry at all, and just on my outlap with the dry compounds of the tires, I lost more than 10 seconds compared to my intermediate delta time to my fastest lap on inters, and it was just in the last 2 sectors. It turned out to be the worst decision that I could ever make, and luckily the track started to dry, so I didn't lose more time, but I still lost about 15 seconds, which is a huge amount of time in AOR, and leading the championship, I just can't do that. I don't want to blame it all on the game. I should have felt the car a little bit better, even if graphically speaking it was really dry, at least in my point of view. I should have realized that it's not time, and as I thought, leading the championship, I still don't understand myself why I went to the pit when nobody does that in front. Maybe I was frustrated with my P6, maybe I was still thinking about the victory, I don't know why I needed to risk, but it was definitely not the right thing to do. After, of course, I came really behind and I overtook a few cars, and that was the point when I realized that I don't have the recording on. I pushed on my recording, and it was not just a random decision, because before I started to battle with Tsar Renegade, I'm not sure if it's the right way to pronounce his name, he just pushed me right to the grass. Not just once, more time, he was very aggressive in his defending. I was not happy with that at all, since he was slower by 2 seconds a lap, and that's when I checked if everything is okay on my other screen, on my other monitor, and that's when I realized that basically I have no proof against him, neither I have a good video footage for you guys. Here you can see that I even was overtaken by Isaac, and he also got stuck with Renegade. He wanted to do a switchback move here, but he didn't succeed because I was there and he turned into me and I damaged my front wing. It was the lowest damage, the green one, that ever can be made on this game, but on the track like that, which requires the highest possible downforce, it costed me losing half a second or more in each and every single lap. That's why I decided to go to the pit again. I went for another set of super soft, and I also changed my wing, which of course costed me losing time, and I fell back to the last position, to P16 or P17, I don't remember cleanly. From then I had a few moments, a few battles, but I knew that I'm not able to score a single point in this race, which was terrifying and disastrous in my eyes. Before that race I was leading the championship with 33 points over Timpen, 35 points over Topa, which can give me a confidence. But without scoring we fell back under 25 points lead again, which is not the safest. I like when I have a one race DNF chance, an option where I don't even have to score even if my rival wins. I never know if I meet with a technical problem because my PC is very old, more than 6 years old, and that's why it's frustrating to finish out of the points from the second position with a fatal mistakes like that. That time it made me angry, but it makes me motivated as well. I will practice as hard as I can for Japan to counter this week. I will do my best to score my 5th victory next race. That was today's video. I would like to warn you that this Sunday there won't be an AOR race, there is a 1 week break, so don't expect any highlights video, but I will upload some world records footage again. I plan to upload a lap from Canada. I hope you have a wonderful day, and as always, see you in the next one.